Okay, today we're going to be doing an E minor blues scale. And I know I already showed you the blues scale, the finger pattern that we used on fret 5, that you can move around and use anywhere on the guitar. But the key of E minor blues is a little special because not only can you play that blues pattern if you want to in the key of E, but you can do it down here near the nut with open strings. And it gives it a unique sound. And Stevie Ray Vaughan used it all the time, and of course all blues players. It's just a different way to play the scale in E minor. And not all the scales are like this, just a handful. But E minor is one where you can use the open strings, and it's really cool. You can do some neat things with playing soloing and also playing blues riffs at the same time, because it's all right here. You don't have to move around. First, let me show you a riff that you can do, a blues riff. It's not the 12-bar blues, it's just a different riff you can do for blues playing and soloing, but it sounds like this. Okay? There are other things you can do with those three. I'm just using 3 different devices, really, just 2 power chords and a bend on the low E here. You can also do okay, so let's do that first. Now, what I'm doing here is a power chord, and I know, I showed you this way for a power chord, and that's what we're really doing here, except that the low E is open, so we don't have a finger on it, so there's no need to have to do that hand position. All you need is to get the 2nd fret down on the A string and the D string, and you could do that by using 2 fingers, but for what we're doing, let's do this. Let's do a bar. Let's flatten out that pointer finger and push down the A string and the D string, both on the 2nd fret there. Okay, so you got those down. And then kind of bend your knuckle a little bit so that your finger's coming up a little bit so that you don't get the G string in there by accident, or the B string. So I'm muting a little bit on these higher strings. Anyway, now come up here with my right hand so you can see. Of course, you'll play down by the bridge here, but just so you can see, I'm going to go do a downstroke, and again, you can use your fingers or you can use a pick, either way. So down, and then I'm going to mute. Now I'm using my right hand to mute because it gives me a little percussive sound, like that. And I like that a little better than just lifting up on your left hand, to stop the sound. So down, mute, and then do it 2 times. Down, down, mute. Do it 2 times again. Down, down, mute. And then you're just going to do it once. And now, after that, we're going to do an open A power chord. And that's going to be the same thing because we want the A string to be open, so we're not going to touch it, but we still want to do a power chord. So we need 2nd fret on the D and the G here. I'm going to flatten out my 1st finger again. And I'm going to kind of wrap my thumb around and get that low E because I don't want it to ring, okay, when I'm doing this A power chord. So I got 3 strings here. Alright, some people like to flatten out a little more and get that B string in there on the 2nd fret as well, and that gives you a C sharp, and that's fine to do that. See the difference with the C sharp? Without. Okay? Then after that, we're going to go to the low E string here. We're going to go 3rd fret with the middle finger. And then right at the end, I'm going to bend it. I'm going to pull it down towards the ground. And that's how you do a bend. All right, so going through the whole riff, then it would start over after that, but you start with the low E power chord and you go down, mute 2 times, 1, 2, 2 more times, 1, 2, and then 1 time. And then the A power chord 1 time, and then bum, bend that 3 on the low E, and then you start over, and then you get bum. Okay, it's hard for me to strum it up here, so let me go down here, and you can really hear it better. with the blues scale, you would need an E minor blues scale. I'm going to show you that open string scale in a minute. There's another little thing you can do that I showed you with the bum, 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 da, 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 da. Let me show you that one. You're going to start with the low E power chord, the open E, and you're going to go down, and then 2 times down, and then 2 more times, and then once, and then do the A power chord once, and then the open E. You can, do the power chord or do the E ball by itself, and then we have a 3, and then you start over. E, 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 or E, A, E, 3, bum, bum, bum. Okay, now let me show you the open E scale that you can do with that. And again, you can have a buddy play that chord progression with you, or you can record yourself playing the riff and then play it back and then solo with that. That's something else you can do as well. But here's the open E power or open E blues scale. Now, if you didn't want to do an open E scale, you could actually go up to fret 12 all the way here. You see, and then you could do that. What I taught you before with the blues scale pattern. Okay, so you can do it on 12, or you can do this open string, which I'm about to show you. And let's learn it from top down, okay? So let's start with the high E string. Now let's do a 3rd fret. Okay, you can just use your peace fingers here. The middle finger, then let off, because then it's open. So we want to go 3rd fret, open. And then we're going to do 3rd fret open on the B string as well. So 3rd fret, and then open on the B string. So we have 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same notes we had when we did it on 12. Just an octave higher. Okay? So 3, 0, 3, 0. Now on the G string we're going to go 3, 2, open. So this one has 3 things to do on the G string. 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open. And I'm using my peace fingers, my middle finger and my pointer finger. So 3, 2, open. So far we have on the high E 3 open, B string 3 open, G string 3, 2 open. Now on the D string I'm going to have 2 open. 2 open. Okay, so 2 open. And then on the A string I'm going to have 2, 1 open. Okay, so 2, 1 open. And then a 3 on the low E. You can bend it a little bit if you want. And then open E. Alright, so we have. Alright. Go through that again for you one more time. 3 open, 3 open, 3, 2 open, 2 open, 2, 1 open, and then 3 open. And you can use that scale with your okay, then you can do an open string chord, then you can also go up to 12 and then play some soloing up there, so you just can go to a different place on the neck to give you maybe some fresh ideas on your soloing. So there's the E minor open string blues scale and a little E minor riff for you.